Hello guys, how are we doing? It is a big day for us ranked play fans because the Call of Duty League is dropping an official video with hopefully some sort of new insights and new news relating to Call of Duty ranked play for Modern Warfare 2. And that's coming out at 7 o'clock GMT, I believe, so make sure you guys check that out. This video is going up at the same time, so feel free to let me know what you think of it in the comments and I'll probably respond because I've got it watched and ready to watch at 7 o'clock. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. So hopefully that's a big announcement. The gameplay we're watching today is nearly a 40 bomb. I get some absolutely huge plays, especially at the end where I actually managed to clutch up a rotation for the win. Don't know how that guy spawned there, by the way. I just killed him and he spawned there with me. It's Modern Warfare 2 for you. Anyway, as I say, huge clutch at the end of the game, so make sure you guys stick around to that because it wins the game. It literally does win us the game. It's a huge rotation. I played Creddy and we managed to get the dub. We're down super bad here at the moment. We've lost pretty much most of the last two hills, the first two hills essentially of the game, and I'm choking the jump here, which is great start to the gameplay. But don't worry, I do fry. I nearly dropped 40 and I get around like 20 odd kills, something like that. So make sure you guys stick around for the video to watch that. We are going to be going into a deep dive into what is going through my brain as we are doing this, just so hopefully for those of you watching, either you're just here to watch the cool gameplay, some sort of ranked content, maybe learn something, or perhaps you want to see how to drop nearly 40s yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. So there's 40 seconds left of this hard point here, and they've pretty much got a good amount of control here. So initially from this sort of stage, you want to get your trophies, you want to check for trophies. They have none, so thankfully we're able to throw our tacticals and our lethals, which means we could get some damage out at least. So I mean, breaking this hill with them having trophies is a absolute nightmare. So good job they didn't. So and it's basically just a super scrappy hill, to be honest. They were spawning everywhere. There wasn't really any sort of structure. But every time I'm spawning in, I'm looking at the time at the top, as you guys know. And if it's around 20, 15 or less seconds, I'm rotating to new. Dead silence. I'm crouching like an absolute creddy here because I don't have dead silence at this point. And this is actually soon after my little Fortress tips and tricks video, so I did want to try a little jump up here to maybe break the hill. So I do take my time here, but it does work out. It does pay off because I do get top rails control, which is the important thing to be holding on this hill. Maybe not with a sub, but hey, it's a Vaznev, so it can beam. So we're just basically playing for kills here. I noticed my teammates are spawning out, so I don't really want to fully commit to the hill time, simply because chances are I'm just going to die on hill. I have no use there. So I do get 3 down and then spawn out, which is lovely. But hopefully my teammates can trade up here, which is what I'm doing. As I say, spawned in, looked at the time, there's 25 seconds left, so I'm thinking to myself, you know what, let me just roll and see what I can do. Don't ask, don't know what he was doing. We can't manage to break it. I don't really get anywhere with that hill, so we're looking to P5 right here. So I've actually spawned in a really nice position. From here, I'm able to support like the hill directly. So I am going to be baiting my teammates from this position. I only have a Vaznev, so I can't shell wide. I don't want to be challenging top window or P2 or anything like that. So my main focus as a sub player in this position is to make sure they can't get too far into the hill. So there's only a really narrow angle I'm watching here. So I'm sort of just, my main point of view is just going to be the hill. And hopefully if my teammates get killed off it, I'm at least going to be able to stop enemies from getting on it. I'm in a huge crucial position here and I do not want to leave this spot. Some say camping, but I'm right next to the hill. I'm doing an important role, and hopefully you guys can see that as well. So, seeing as there's only like 25 seconds left, our teammates aren't spawning anywhere near it. It's only me really to jump on the hill. I could play Creddy a little bit here, and I'm trying to sound whore, but I'm not quite. I'm not an artist at sound whoring yet, so I thought it was a little bit further away. So I do end up just sprinting at him. So that is a slap on the wrist for me there. But my teammates do manage to get the trade, thankfully. And we're into the second set of rotations. Bear in mind, we are pretty much 60 points down, so it's not looking good on our end. So yeah, we need to clutch up huge here. But we're getting better. We're in a better position than we were when you probably first started watching this video. So from here, you've got a pretty good overview. If I'm honest, I'm not normally a sub player on this game particularly, so I'm playing a lot of AR sort of positions, which is probably why you're thinking, why you're there with a sub, like what are you going to chow? So unfortunately, I do fall there, but yeah. So maybe don't do that with a sub. That's what you should learn from that. Don't do that with a sub. It's not the best of plays unless they're they're spawning behind you. I thought we were blocking, to be fair. I thought we had like bottom cannons or P2 blocks, so I only did think they were going to be spawning behind me, but unfortunately was not the case. It's the shame. That's the shame when you're not 4-man and you can't communicate effectively with every single member of the teammate, because the dude Ghosty on our team wasn't actually communicating at all. So hey, I don't blame him. It's CDL Moshpit at the end of the day. Anyway, let's get back into it. So P2 is about to pop, and we're still spawning the other side of the map. Absolutely Narnia over here. So it's really essential that we do break this, because otherwise they could be in a hell of a lead, because it's an easy hill to hold. I wide swing out there hoping my teammate got him weak. He did not. There are no trophies on the hill, so we die. As a sub player, I tend to run Ninja. I have more trophies on. Well, I have more trophies. I have trophies at all on my AR class, just because that sort of suits the role better. Whereas the main role for the sub in this game is just to be ratty and annoying. So I do feel like I need Deddy as a sub, otherwise it's pretty much pointless me running around the map with it. So yeah, that cost a death here. And I'm just using my teammates' positioning to really watch where I should be watching. So I know my teammates were going to be spawning behind me to the left, which meant that I could pick up this bit for my teammates to pick up the left. The teammate I've got on hill is watching the front, because you can tell by the arrow, and I've got the comms in my ears, so we've got all areas locked down. This is why it's so hard to break this hill. So in this sort of position we're in, I foresee holding another 40 seconds here. So Ghosty pushes out, my teammate spawns back left again, which means he can pick up the left-hand side of the map, or help watch front with the teammate who's on hill. Unfortunately, he does fall to the guy on the left, so I do try and play a little bit of position here. So I know they're on the hill. I'm the only one alive, but we've got a good amount of teammates here. Normally I wouldn't push here with 20 seconds, but considering we all spawned here and it's not too much out of our way to chal it, we might as well just get the scrap time in this hill. If we spawn the other side of the map, I would probably leave it. I mean, I don't know why he's challing that with that little time left, because he might spawn their teammate in. But Pal there manages to stay on the hard point for the rest of the hill. We actually get pretty good spawns. We spawn in open, which means that we can then run through the back here, infiltrate their spawns, make them spawn out. We're going to be blocking any spawns back here now whilst being here, I think. I mean, the questionable spawn at the beginning of the gameplay sort of says otherwise, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing by doing so. And then spawning P2 here. I just wanted to make sure, basically, before hitting the hill, you've got every sort of avenue covered, so that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I don't know how this guy didn't kill me, and I don't know how I didn't kill him, but it's just a bit of unfortunate timing there. I think there was a bit of team shot in there as well, which made me turn a little bit left before I got gunned from bottom art. Yeah, so it's a proper weird hill here. You do really want that rail control at the top, just because it's easy just to look down on beam on people, and there's far less angles for you to watch. I mean, when you're down in the pit on the hill, you can be shot from the back door, you can be shot from bottom art, there could be a creddy in the cage, which is where I was earlier, or where I was earlier. You can be shot from anywhere top rail, so really you do want to make sure you identify where the enemies are spawning, or where they are generally, before attempting to hit the hill, because chances are you've got no info, you hit the hill and you're just gonna get killed, because there's gonna be someone lurking somewhere. So I make a really good play here, in my humble opinion. I managed to play my life quite well. We've got a teammate spawning in the back, so I know they're either going to be spawning P2 behind me or P1. So I'm just sort of doing my best here to help my teammates reach the hill, and there's the 3-piece. I do soundhorse some guy coming now, but he unfortunately goes to the closed arch, so I don't manage to get this kill feed. But yeah, so the essential thing there is I noticed the team was spawning the other side of maps, the other side of the P5, so I do know they were spawning behind me. So instead of running back and losing map progression from the hill, I keep my map control. From where I am, I can gun anyone coming out right and left of me to the hill, but it gives me my teammates a chance for them to push out and actually hit the hill. So on to the third set of rotations now, going back to P1, and I think we're just trying to play a bit creddy here. So there's 40 seconds left. I sort of noticed my teammates are spawning out, and it's a similar situation. My teammates are still spawning out. I know they're going to be spawning behind me in P2 or in this area sort of here. So I'm playing that really aggressive, annoying, slayery sub sort of role, just trying to find people to kill, to be fair, to stop them from getting from the hill. That's all I'm doing here. I'm trying to keep map progression up, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be this close to P2 and then losing P2. And I actually nearly choked that kill, but yeah, God, that would have been embarrassing. That would have been cut from the game, don't you worry. Moving on to back P2 here, we have good amount of map control for new. Currently, this guy somehow doesn't kill me, caught me trying to get up onto the high beam. But I'm actually, again, trying to test out a little creddy play that I had in my map guide, but I think the guy sees me here. Like, he must run out and see my legs or something, so maybe not the best place for that in practice, but hey, it's what it is. So I've just spawned in. It's 44 seconds left of the hill. They only need about 40 left to break. So our team is contested, which is good. We can win. They can't. As soon as it gets to the 30 seconds left mark, we can no longer win on the hill, so it's worth thinking about the rotate. So I chal it, do as much damage as I can, and now I have spawned in. They can't win on this time, which means they will have to rotate as well. So this is where I make the big ball, the big brain play, and you'll see how this plays out here. So I know my teammates are challenging old. I'm challenging the back here, which means they can't spawn here. As long as I'm in this position, they won't spawn here. They might spawn stables or P1, but considering where my teammates are, chances I might be spawning P1. I'm just sort of listening to sound cues here. Chances are no one's going to be popping deady. They don't really expect anyone here because my teammates applied a good amount of pressure. If my teammates let off the pressure at P2, chances are they're going to expect someone here just because it would be too quiet. But I knew there was a guy Plat, but he's not the important kill. It's important I get the kill on time before I chow Plat. And I managed to do so, thankfully. My teammates are spawning stables, which means they're going to be spawning P1 or top map, sorry. And yeah, we managed to fend them off so far, so good. So now all I'm thinking about right now is making sure they can't get through this archway here or the top cage sort of area, top art maps. I always get those confused. So there it is. There's the game. We don't get much hill time, but I still feel like I did a valuable role amongst the team, and I managed to drop 38 kills. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you found it useful. And yeah, as I say, let me know if what you guys think about the CDL announcement regarding rank play tonight, 7 GMT. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.
It's just the Vaznev.
22 and 34. What is going on?
Report God is hacking.
I can't go pop to save my life at the minute.
Mate, dubs are dubs. I don't give a fuck.